Hello, my name is Lizzie, and this is Lizzie's Literary Life, and today we are planning my April reading schedule. Okay, so it is April 2nd, so it was actually late to plan my reading schedule, but I had to wait until the Women's Prize shortlist came out. A couple things to preface. If you don't know what this is, you're in for a ride. I did this last month in March where I showed how I plan how much I'm going to read each day of each book in order to get my whole TBR done. And several people in the comments asked that that be a monthly thing, that I film the process of creating that schedule. So here we are for April. If you haven't seen that video, I will have linked it. The other video that I would recommend you watch if you haven't seen it is my April Jigsaw TBR, which came out last week. Ignore the cat scratching in the background. That was where I picked some of these books that are on this TBR. Some of them were already on the TBR. Some of them are there for different reasons, but we're going to go through it. But just know that I picked 5 of these books from my Jigsaw TBR, and that's a fun video, so you should go watch it. It'll be linked in the corner. That one, right? This is the thing where I go through all the books that I'm going to read in the month and break them down into how many pages per day. And it is, honestly, absolutely unhinged. So I'm going to get my screen recording going. We're going to talk through the books. And we're just going to do this together. It's going to be a little bit mathy, but mostly vibes-based. And we'll just go from there. So here's our setup. You now see my screen, hopefully. I'm going to go through the books. And then we're going to put them onto the days. We're going to do some math. You're in for the ride. The first book is a book that was on the TBR last month. You actually will see several that were on the schedule last month that are on the schedule again this month because I did not complete my TBR last month. But this first one is a book for Jokes episode 6, which will be coming out in not for a while because this book is, as you can see, long. But I'm going to continue reading 15 pages per day, and I will start that on page 540. This book is a secret. The next book is also a secret. It's a book for another vlog, an audiobook that I am currently at 85%, and I have 3.45 hours left. Then we have Winter by Marissa Meyer. That's also in progress. I'm currently at 73%, and I have also just above 3 hours left. And then we have 4 of my 5 Spiffbo books. This is a vlog that I'm doing that should hopefully come out soon-ish. We'll see. I randomly generated 5 former Spiffbo non-finalists, and I'm going to read them in a reading vlog, or I am reading them in a reading vlog. I finished the first one, and I'm currently at page 378 in the second one, so I have 125 pages left, and then the last 3 are pretty short. And then the rest of the books I can actually tell you about. Golden Fool by Robin Hobb. I'm so excited to read. That's a buddy read with some of my friends here on BookTube. We're just doing a buddy read, informal, friends read along of The Realm of the Elderlings by Robin Hobb. That is a long one. And then my March release for Herkyed is Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green, which I'll listen to on audio from Spotify. It's a pretty short audiobook, but I do have a deadline for that one because of the Herkyed 30-day rule for the monthly new releases. So that has to be done by April 18th. Stars Above by Marissa Meyer. I'm reading the Lunar Chronicles for the Throwback Book Club, if you don't know. That's a book club I host with Danielle from Danielle Reads. We have been reading the Lunar Chronicles from January through April, so I got to finish Winter, obviously, and then the novella collection, Stars Above, in April as well. Spring by Allie Smith is my seasonal read for Herkyed. The Maid's Secret by Nita Prose is my April release for Herkyed. That has to be done by May 5th, which obviously is outside of our bounds for right now, since I have to finish it in May because it was an April release, but I just want to make sure that one doesn't get pushed. But I also am going to use my Spotify hours for that. So like I'm going to have to split my Spotify hours reset on the 20th. So I'm going to have to listen to Everything is Tuberculosis before that and The Maid's Secret after that. And then we have the books that were picked from Jigsaw TBR. So we have Managing Another Lives by Willow Heath. That's a pretty short ebook. Cursed Cocktails by S.L. Rowland, also a pretty short ebook. We have my physicals. I have them right here. Wide Sargasso Sea by Jean Rhys. Jean Rhys, I don't know how to say that. Short book. The Interstings by Meg Wolitzer, I will be listening to on audio, even though I do own it. That's a longer one. And then we've got the 3. So there's 6 books on the Women's Prize shortlist, which I am vlogging the Women's Prize, reading the shortlist. But I'm going to start in April with these 3, The Persians, Tell Me Everything, and The Safe Keep, because those are due back to the library first. Okay. That's the TBR. It is long. I first need to calculate, like, if I just split everything evenly, how many pages per day is that? And how long per day is that audio-wise? To see if this is, like, even realistic at all. Because if it's not, I might need to take some stuff off. Because I don't want to set myself up to fail. I'm going to be a little bit delusional. I know I am, because I just am always. But I don't want to set myself up to fail. So I'm going to start with audiobook. We're going to sum if, and we're going to say our constraint is that we want the format to be audio. And then I'm going to sum the lengths if it is an audiobook. Okay, so we have 48.9 hours of audiobook to listen to this month. But I will be listening to that on 2 times speed, obviously. So we're going to do that divided by 2 and then also divided by 30 for the 30 days. So less than an hour of audiobook per day. Let's see how many minutes that is. Actually, because I know math, that's going to be the same number of minutes as it was hours because we basically divided by 60 and now multiplying by 60. Anyway, about 49 minutes of audio listening per day. Totally doable, especially because if I listen on my commute, that's totally doable. So audiobooks, we are being reasonable with our audiobooks. I'm more nervous about the physicals. I'm going to keep that calculation up. I'm more nervous about the physicals. We've got 15 pages a day of my jokes book. So that's 450 pages to start with. Those 15 pages take me about 20 minutes. Little less, give or take. And then we're going to add all the ebooks and audio. So we're going to sum if... Okay, 3,821 total pages of eyeball reads. That seems doable. Maybe. How many pages per day is that? I feel like I don't know how much I read in a month. 127 pages per day. That I can do, maybe. I probably can't, but like it's not like if that number spit out like 300, then I'd be in trouble. But I think I can read maybe 127 pages per day. We're going to forge ahead. We're going to forge ahead. With those numbers, we are going to forge ahead. Okay, so first up, I have 4 lanes set up here. So like, if you look over here on this side of the screen, we've got the dates down the side, the 30 days in April, and then I've got 4 sets of book and pages because I'm going to be reading 4 books at once for this. So our first lane is going to be jokes book. That's the 15 pages per day. That's just going to go all month because 15 pages per day is not going to finish it because it is a very long book. If you know, you know. Like I said, I'm starting on page 540. So, we actually, April 1st doesn't count because today is April 2nd. So if we are currently on 540, that means today I should theoretically get to 555, which there's not a lot of day left, but it's okay. We'll make it. Plus 15. And then we're just going to drag that all the way down. Plus 15 each day. So that gets me to page 975 by the end of the month. That's actually really close. No, it's not close to finishing. Never mind. That's fine. We're going to get to page 975 by the end of the month, and that's not close to finishing. Okay, so that's our jokes book taken care of. Next, I'm going to do the audiobooks, and then we'll figure out the other physicals at the end. I'm going to put my audiobooks in this 4th lane, and I'm going to change this pages to %. So I want to start by finishing the ones that are in progress. And I have 2 in progress, actually. So what I might do, I'm thinking. I think I am going to put the book for the vlog first, because I really want to finish that. And I'm just going to put winter on hold until that book for vlog is finished. And I might actually continue reading winter during that time, but that just means I get ahead, which is totally fine because I will end up probably getting behind eventually at the end. Okay, so in order to do our audiobooks, we need to use this number, the 48.939 hours. We need to figure out what % of that time is each audiobook. So the book for the vlog is 7% of that total time, and that times 30, 7% of the 30 days is 2 days. So I need to finish. Wait. You know what I just realized? These hour lengths that are for the ones that are currently in progress are the like actual time to finish, not the audiobook time. So it's actually double that. Because all the others are the actual audiobook length, and I'm cutting it in half, whereas those are the actual time, and so it's actually double. Okay, so actually we are at 55 audiobook hours, so 55 minutes per day. That's still doable, but I just need to readjust that. Okay, so what I just did was in this column, in column F, these numbers are like what the proportion of the total audiobook time that audiobook is. And then these numbers are then how many days it should take. But obviously I need those to be whole number days, or like for my sanity, I need those to be whole number days rather than these decimal days. So I'm going to say we have 30 days. What order are they going in? First, this book for vlog, which I said was going to take 4 days. So we're going to make it take, skin. We only have 29 days, not 30. I'm not counting right now. We're still going to do 4 days for the vlog book. Then 3 days for winter. Then what's next? Well, then I have to do everything tuberculosis because that has to get done before the 18th. So everything is TB. That's taking 3 days. Then we have, I'm going to do stars above. Yeah, this makes sense. Stars above. We want to take 5 days. Then we have the Maid's Secret. Is that fine? I think because I'm starting before the 20th. I think it's fine because everything tuberculosis is so short. I think I will have the audiobook hours on Spotify to do that, to start it before the 20th. I'm going to have that take 6 days. And then we have 8 days left for the interestings. Is that 8 days? That is 8 days. Okay, perfect. Okay, so the vlog book, I'm at 85%. So 15% left. And in 4 days, that's 3.75% per day. So I'm going to do 3%, 80, that gets to 88%. I'm just going to put 88%. Then we're going to do 4% the next day, 92%. Then I have this is vibes math, by the way, if you didn't welcome. This is vibes math, because we do whole percents, because that's how books work. Then we're going to go to 96%, and then we're going to finish on 100% on the 5th. The other thing I didn't even really talk about, I'll talk about it after I do the audiobooks, put these audiobooks in. There's a lot going on. Chaos video. If you're here, you're here. And if you don't want to be here, don't be here. So I'm not going to apologize. Okay. Winter, I'm at 73%, so I have 27% left in 3 days. That is easy math. 73 plus 9 is 82%. Then we're going to be at 91%. And then we're going to be at 100%. Everything's pretty close. If 3 days for it, that's 33, 67, 100%. Stars above, 5 days for it, that's easy, 20%, 40%, 60%, 80%, 100%. The main secret is 6 days, that's a little harder math, 100 divided by 6. 16, we're going to alternate 16 days and 16 times 17%. So 16% plus 17 is 33%, plus 16 is 49%. I'm going to make that 50%, back now, and then we're going to go to 66%, and then 83%, and then we finish at 100%. Interesting, we have 8 days for, so 12.5% per day, so we're, that's easy math too. Love these numbers. It's when we have like 7 days, that's a nasty number. 12%, 25%, 37%, 50%. I have the neuroscience, sorry, I got pop, I don't know if you saw that. 62%, 75%, 87%, 100%. Okay. There are my audiobooks in. That's good. I'm happy with that. It's a little bit less than an hour per day. That is fine. That is fine. Okay. Clear the audiobook stuff out there. We have, like I said, 3,821 total eyeball pages. That is in 29 days. Oop. That's not what I meant to do. In 29 days, that is 131 pages per day. Still doable, still fine. I have 2 lanes here in the middle. So I need to figure out what I'm reading in what order and what I'm reading at the same time. The other thing I wanted to talk about is that from the 4th to the 6th and from the 23rd to the 27th, I think, I am out of town. So I would like for the stuff that I have those times to be ebooks rather than physicals, if I can. So I just want to keep in mind, I'm going to have audiobook time while I'm driving for this latter trip, because I'm doing a lot of driving and also kind of a lot of time by myself for this end of April trip. So I'm not worried about like not having time to read, but I am not going to be lugging around a bunch of physical books. This early trip, I am going to be busier, but I do have flight time. So we'll see. I'm just going to keep all the days even anyway, like I always do. First lane, the first thing we want to do is finish the Spiffbo vlog. But I want to figure out, actually I'm going to do this over here so I'm not messing with anything. First lane is these. And those are this number of pages. How many is that total? 724. So in each lane, we want total of 1,685 pages in each lane. So I can add some more things into the Spiffbo lane. I want to start the second lane with Golden Fool because I want to read that early in the month, which is about equivalent length to all the Spiffbos. So the first, okay, so that's lane 1, lane 2, maybe, what else do I have? I need to cross off what I've already put in. What do I have left? I have Managing Another Lives, Cursed Cocktails, Wide Sargasso Sea. If I put, oh, and Spring Valley Smith. If I put, I want to start the Women's Prize books soon because I'm excited about them. But I don't want to put them after Golden Fool, but I have to put them after something. So I think I need to finish the Spiffbos before I can start on Women's Prize ones. So if I do that brings me to about where I want. So everything else is going to be in the other lane. Managing Spring, I'm going to do Spring next. Then Managing Other Lives, then Cursed Cocktails and Wide Sargasso Sea. That's the thing. Okay, let's get those page counts in there. And that's, okay. I feel like I'm not explaining what I'm doing well. But like I said, if you're here, you're here. You're along for the ride. If you don't want to be here, don't be here. This is the order I'm going to do them in. This is my first lane, and this is my second lane, and they're about even. So I'm going to do the Spiffbos and then the Women's Prizes in one lane, and then everything else in the other lane. So that's the order I'm going to read everything in. Yeah, that's the order I'm going to read everything in. That works for me. We're going for, in this lane, we're going for 58 pages per day, and in this one, probably exactly the same, or not exactly the same, but close to the same. F21, oh, I clicked the wrong one. 58 pages, yeah, okay, so 58 pages per day, in each lane. 58 pages per day. Spiffbo number 2. We are currently on page 378. So we want 378 plus 50. What did I say? 52 or 58? Shoot. 58. Spiffbo number 2 equals this plus 58. Spiffbo number 2 still. Oh, this book is 503 pages. So I'm just going to finish it on that day too. That's to finish. Spiffbo number 3, then we're going to go from 58. It's 134 pages, so this plus 58. I'll just finish it. Give myself some wiggle room at the end of the month. Number 4, 58 again. This one is 278 pages, so I'm going to need a couple more days on that. We're going to finish on this day, so 278. That's all Spiffbo number 4. I don't want the freaking... Okay, that's Spiffbo number 4. So what do I have going on my trip? First trip is going to be Spiffbos and Golden Fool, which is good, because those are all ebooks. Perfect. I am going to have to take one of my women's prize books on the later trip. But that's okay. That's fine. I can take one book on that trip. I'm driving. I have car space. Okay. Spiffbo number 5. Starting on page 58. This plus 58. Take that to 187, so just one more day. Okay, that's the Spiffbos done. Then we have the Safe Keep, which is 262 pages. We've got 58. This is all just adding a lot of 58, really. That's all I'm going to be doing for the rest of this video. Going until 262, so we want... Do I want to finish on the 18th or the 17th? I'm going to finish on the 18th. It's about even. Do I want to finish a day early or a day late? I think I'm going to finish a day early. Finish, yep, and then that again, that gives me wiggle room. Wait, no. We're going to do this way, and then we're going to see what happens. Tell me everything. 58. That one's 326 pages, so I'm going to need... I'm going to have to finish it that day, I think. Vibes math, everything is fine. Okay, and then we have 7 days left for the versions. So. That takes us to 4-6. We are fine for that lane. Finishing out 371. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let me just drag this down, and then the color. So, oh shoot, though, I'm not going to want to take Tell Me Everything with me. So I want to adjust. If I finish the Safe Keep on that day, and then I do start Tell Me Everything here, then I can finish Tell Me Everything. Can I? If I finish the Safe Keep early, then I can finish... Then I have to finish Tell Me Everything on 320. Oh, this is kind of stressful. 4 days to Tell Me Everything. But then I've got wiggle room at the end of the month for the Persians. I worry about... I mean, I'm going to get off. It's fine. Everything's fine. So then I finish on the 29th, and I have catch-up time at the end of the month. So I just have to take the Persians on my trip, which is... Oh no, wait. Shoot! I keep messing up today. I have to read this one first. This has to be the first of my women's prize, because it's due back first. It's only a 14-day loan. See? 14-day loan. So, scratch most of this. We're going to do the Persians first. And that's going to take, let's see how many days. The Persians is 371. I'm going to take it back, 371. I might have to take 2 books on my trip. It's fine. I can take 2 books on my trip. I have my car. Then we're going to do Tell Me Everything, which is 326 pages. That actually maybe works better. Tell Me Everything. Okay, so I've got Tell Me Everything and then Safe Keep. I might need to check. I might need to reverse the Safe Keep and Tell Me Everything. Actually, I can go and I can look. No, this is the order I want them in. Safe Keep, 58, 290, 262. This works perfect. This is exactly what I want. It works out. See, everything works out in the end. Oh, that was stressful. I'm stressed. Oh my god, I've been filming for 35 minutes. What the fuck? Okay. Last lane. Golden Fool. 58. I'm gonna actually just drag this plus 58 all the way down. And then I'll adjust from there. Golden Fool is 736 pages, so I'm gonna finish it on April 14th. And then start from there. So that's 14 days, 2 full weeks for Golden Fool, which is perfect. And then also then I'm done mid-month. I'm gonna plan mid-April for our discussion. Then we have Spring by Ali Smith, solid spring, April 15th. 315 pages. I'm gonna finish that on the 19th and start something new. Managing Other Lives. We're gonna do 3 days on that. And then Cursed Cocktails. That's an ebook, so it's fine. It's on my trip. Cursed Cocktails. I think it's going to read really fast, so I'm just going to say there, 4 days for cursed cocktails. And why Sargasso Sea, I have something going at the end of the month, because it is a little, maybe I'll do 4 days for cursed cocktails. Just have that be the whole trip. Then White Sargasso Sea, let's start right. 3 days for White Sargasso Sea, 171 to finish. Oh my gosh. Okay. Is that everything? We have Spiffbo numbers 2 through 5 on the list. We have Golden Fool on the list. We have Spring on the list. We have Managing Cursed Cocktails and White Sargasso Sea on the list. We have the 3 women's prize books on the list. Okay, so what I wanted to monitor was my trip. So the first trip, I'm reading the Spiffbo 3 and 4, all of Spiffbo 3, starting Spiffbo 4, and I'm in the middle of Golden, or kind of at the beginning. I'm reading Golden Fool. That's my first trip. I've got, shoot, I can't finish the, everything is fine. Everything is fine. I need to move some things around. I have to put the 3 winters, because of something about the vlog, I have to put the winters on my trip. I can't do the vlog book on my trip because of the crochet project that goes with that vlog. So we're just going to take a break from the vlog book and go back to it. Okay. We're troubleshooting together. Okay, so vlog book is split between winter, which is fine. That makes sense. My other part of my trip is just the interstings. Since I have a lot of road trip time, I might actually be able to do another audiobook. We'll see. Probably not. The interstings is kind of long. Okay. This is it. Holy goodness. It's fine. It's probably a good 3 hours of reading a day. Which is not going to happen, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Everything is fine. And that's my video. Leave a comment saying whether this made you stressed by proxy. And like this video if you liked it or if you got stressed by it. Subscribe to my channel for more craziness like this. And I will see you in the next one coming very soon. I'm overwhelmed. Bye!